Bummer. Bummer. All right, we are on and we are live. Our intro was supposed to be a little bit different than it was.
I was promised special guest star billing.
And
Yeah.
that's what I messed up. Brian
There
Tyler is
you go.
here.
Hey,
He's a
Brian.
special guest
Hey,
star.
how you doing? Yeah,
But
Jonathan
just-
Harris.
Thank you
because-
for making time for us
Oh,
today,
you're
Mr.
very
Busy.
welcome.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm
we
quite disheveled.
what we did have, you see that little ape right there?
Yep.
So that's what I had, but I have to turn everybody off in order to access it. It was supposed to be that with the screen, and it was going to be all this really cool far out stuff. But you know what? Whatever.
Very cool. Hello,
So-
everybody.
Hey, Frank, Kevin, we got Dave Scarpa,
Hey, Dave.
we got Jason, and of course Brian Heiler. I hope everybody's doing well. We have some reveals. We have some reveals that I didn't even know we were going to reveal. But guess what?
Reveals were revealed.
That's in the
That
land
was a
of
nice. That was a nice surprise this morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks goes to the people who participated. So now, real quick, anybody that's watching, I've had a lot of questions about how can they get recognized when their comments come in. And like I told most people, Facebook, it should, if you're going from ambassador, it should recognize you, or Mego Corp, I'm not sure. But the safest thing to do is go to YouTube and watch it from there, which is what I'm trying to do now. It's another thing I'm a little bit behind it. And when you're on YouTube, just please make sure that you do that old thing that we absolutely need, which is not showing up now, which I don't know why. But
I don't see the comments.
Right.
No, it's just I had this little thing. Why is that not showing up? Why isn't that weird? Well, basically, it's just it's your old like and subscribe.
There it is.
And there it is. And then if you really like this stuff, make sure that you ring the bell, and that way you get all your notifications. So while I'm at it, make sure you do the same for Brian with Plaid Stallions, with
There you go.
his Mint
Oh,
on
thanks,
cards, with
Yep.
his toy ventures, which is soaring. And we wouldn't be able to do today if it wasn't. Well, we would, but it just
You
wouldn't
would
be as
have been
cool.
able to do anything.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually
right.
that's true. None of this would have been.
No, I mean you would have been able to do anything you wanted. But I do
well,
appreciate
no.
the plug. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it plugs itself. I'm just it's
Yeah,
just like
it's done very, very well, and it's growing, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm working on 6 right now, and
Nice.
the apes variations. I've got some really great help from guys who just focus on apes. They
Very
know more than me, and the stuff they're bringing me is amazing. So
Nice.
it's going to be when it's all said and done, it's going to be this really cool compendium of all the Mego apes we could find, all the variations, all the cards, all the boxes. But it's huge. It's a massive task. I was actually intimidated to start it, but I'm glad I did. You know?
All your hard
Well, thank
work
you.
means I'm now adding you to my closet shrine, pal.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know, man.
Well, no,
As long as
Don't
you
worry,
put
the closet
the closet, you'll be all right.
we don't know.
You're in good company, I swear.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, that was a little. All right, so and like I
Very
said, comments. Be sure to comment when you see fit
Yeah.
to.
I can't see Facebook people's names. Sorry, someone says congratulations, and I wanted to thank them, but I just
Yeah,
see
that's weird.
Thank you, Facebook user. Maybe I'll have to go into ambassadors and watch this.
There you go.
Doesn't that Facebook user thing happen when they comment on YouTube?
Yeah,
We'll have no idea.
I think you're right, Kevin. I think that's what we found out from the last couple times. I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it is. So, having said that,
There we
where
are. Thanks,
Where
Brent.
are my comments?
There
Yeah, I
you
don't see any comments on the side like we usually see.
There they are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had them. Hey, Mike. There's Mike Mego. Hey, Mike. We just, you know what? To everybody here, man, we really appreciate those figure lists that you've done. That's that's he might if those of you that you don't know, he's got on Ambassador and he's probably got an archive somewhere else. He just did a quick from wave 1 to current, just a list. And of course, the
That's a big
museum.
list.
It is. It absolutely is.
It's a crazy list.
Well, exactly. The Mego Museum, in case you guys don't know, has not only I think all of the figures, but just like
I'm missing a couple. I got I get overwhelmed with the volume, and that's an embarrassment of riches. It's unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
I don't buy everything they make. I couldn't afford it. I don't know who can, but the stuff I get, I really, really like. So.
Mike.
I'm trying to be a good boy and only do one Topps purchase a month, and I'm not really.
I gotta ask though, how do you manage just one purchase when they have so many good figures?
Yeah, right. There you go.
Well, one set a month.
One set. There you go.
So far, I've managed. I bought 5 in the last 2 months, which I cheated once, but I'm trying to just keep it to Apes and Classic Trek, and unfortunately, that's been a very
5 out of 7. That's not bad, dude.
Yeah,
right.
But like I'm not a big Next Generation fan. I'm not a fan of Deep Space Nine. So when I see those, I'm actually kind of like, phew, because you pick your battles, but like stuff like Mutant and Brent, well, buy money.
Yeah, exactly.
And, if it gets into monsters, I might be snookered.
Time to take that 30-year mortgage out on the house for that one.
You can pick up my slack. I'm hoping monsters show up, so I'm out a week.
Oh, I see.
Kevin, come on.
I'll tap you in.
Come on. No.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to say my total so far from the Topps figures, but I am buying for 2 people. So.
Yeah.
Well, what I've done too is I've created and I was going to publish this, but it's kind of an interesting topic. Is I've created certain I'm passing on DC characters, except if they did like Commandy or Animal Man, and then I have a Classic Trek. Like a top 5 Classic Treks that I have to buy, and that includes like some weird ones, like Dr. Severn, or anything related to the Way to Eden, or anything related to Spock's brain, or I'd have to buy those.
And Trelane, don't forget Trelane.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would actually he'd probably be at the bottom for me, because there's like so many goofy, I'd like a Tellarite more than Terrain, or
that would be cool.
Yeah,
Mugatus.
Yeah. Ruck is a really good one. Damn it, Ruck is a really good one.
There's so many.
Yeah, there's so many. I don't really want to pull that. I don't want to think about it too hard, because it'll probably be like a top 12 Star Trek characters.
A Vina and a Keeper. We need those.
Yeah. But I know the ones I would like. I don't need a piece of the action Kirk and Spock, or that
those
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
well, it's not it's just not a priority. But I like this idea, and I like how we're, I understood they kind of started with some bigger hitters to get attention, but we're starting to get into these kind of I did not expect a Brent figure. What's that?
What's that,
I'm
Dave?
really surprised I heard that Gold might be coming. Gold to God.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah,
I'm really surprised that they're mining Deep Space Nine as much as they are.
It has a cult following.
Yeah, it does.
Plus, it's been getting a lot more publicity since they did their documentary. I mean, a lot of fans have really come out in support of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the season-long arc deal.
Yeah. I personally think what's cool about the Topps thing is that, like Brian, you just said, you saw a Brent and a Mutant. Those are characters that you may not have got a chance to ever see at like a Target at a Walmart. Yep. So this is opening that up to see those Brents and those Mutants, and possibly the Tellarites and those sorts of characters. So
I would like to see them go a little more obscure, but we're just starting, and the year is young, and I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what else comes out the door.
Absolutely,
there'll probably
man.
be some neat stuff.
Because
You
even
know.
with the Brent and Mutant, if those were part of the regular waves, I mean, how many years would have gone by till we had seen those in a regular
Yeah.
wave with all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Right. Right.
I'm glad they're out there for folks.
I was trying to convince somebody of it. We're already on wave 13 that just arrived. Wave 14, you're not going to see till December, maybe early 2022.
Yeah.
If there was a 15 planned already that didn't have them, you're looking past summer 2022. So what are you getting? 2023, maybe they come out if nothing else was planned, past 15.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity for you to get some of these fixes right away. It can't be a bad thing. It can't be a bad thing. So
more Migos is never a bad thing.
never a bad thing. Yes.
You're right.
And like I told, I was talking to Rich and David Nichols. I said, did you ever, in your wildest imagination, when you were a kid, think you would ever see a Brent or a Mutant on the pegs at Toys R Us or whatever your toy store was when you were a kid? And it was just a dream figure.
Right.
So
What figure?
Brent and Mutant.
Brent.
By the way,
Yeah.
Well, you're not seeing him on the pegs now, so ha.
Hey, good morning, Paul.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing?
Dr. Mego is here.
Doctor's in the house.
I wasn't even sure if I was on a Zoom call the other day and nobody could hear me.
No, man, you're good.
So I didn't know if I even had a microphone or how.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know.
We got you, man. How are you doing, Paul?
Good, but just kind of in a daze.
Yeah, we share that.
Right.
Anyway, so what did I miss?
No, I mean we're just all getting briefed on what's going on. We got we got a couple things to show. We got what was already showed from I guess Target, but I've got those here, and you guys have supplied us with a fresh reveal of something that we're going to look at that goes with the apes, and we'll see that later on.
Very cool.
Okay,
This is our. Go ahead.
I don't know. So what from Target?
Oh, man, on Facebook. So they apparently Target uploaded some images, and you want to look at them now? I mean, you already know.
I think they're showing.
Okay.
Always,
Hey, let them rip, I guess, right?
Okay. In order to do
this morning, here you go.
Okay, so in order to do this, nobody freak out. But what I'm going to have to do is, I gotta do some situations here.
Now would be a time for a freak out. Ah!
Yeah, right.
No.
Actually, now's the time just to fill the space with talk.
There you go. Let's
Right?
talk. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna look at.
All right.
Well,
okay.
So you got.
I know I gotta look at Kevin. That's
Kevin.
Yeah, right.
Kevin's a
Wow,
Target.
finally getting a
Yeah.
question
Get
here.
that over there. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Your brother will take
Yes,
two,
you
right?
wonder when I go, and I gotta get
Yeah,
Kevin.
right.
Like,
There you go.
all right. Well, my ugly face. And my ugly face. All right. That's the Target fall line.
Those were just put up on the Target site today. The pics
Awesome.
and the descriptions. So
Cool.
that Superman looks awesome.
Yeah,
They all look great.
Superman.
The Superman,
They all
though,
look
really-
Incredible.
Yeah.
This is why I get, the tops and they're like, Target's never going to have any more. I'm like, really? Would you just calm down?
They've got Jordy.
Jordy, yeah.
Large.
There's a
Everyone's
Walmart.
gonna want a LeVar Burton on their shelf.
Yeah, right.
There's a Walmart fall order also that's coming.
Oh, cool. Good
Very
deal.
cool.
Very good.
So, relax, boys.
A lot coming, right, Paul? A lot.
Yeah, a lot going on. Oh, Mego's only going to tops. We're all going to die. Relax.
Well, don't
Hey,
you know
Paul.
the sky is falling, Paul?
Hey,
yeah,
Paul.
yeah.
Hey,
I remember when Target ended, And it was like, oh, wave 4. Oh, what are we doing for wave 4? Oh, this is going to go international. Okay. Then we can do the stuff that was in Target. Okay. And then it's in the stores. And they're like, oh, they're just repeating things again. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Like now we're up to wave. I don't even call them wave 13 or 14 anymore. Now we call them spring Target
wall.
Spring Walmart.
Got you. You know. Got you.
But okay, so we're up to wave 14. Target ended at 3. Wave 3 was the Target exclusives was 1, 2, and 3. Wave, I don't know. I keep trying to look at its stuff and realize I can't keep track of even the numbers.
Yep.
Who knows the figure count at this point, including all the Target stuff?
Oh, not me.
Come on.
I
don't either.
I don't even.
Yeah. I know we've passed 150.
Oh yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. Close
I would think 150 is low at this point.
Yeah, me too. I would think over 200, right? Somebody probably knows.
Dave, as a, I got Dave Scarpa here, Paul.
Hey.
As a consumer and a Trek guy, but actually this is our 8th version, so let's keep it with apes. What have you been most excited to see, and what do you want to see when it comes to those fabulous POTA figures?
I think they're doing a pretty good job. Of course, we don't have a Nova yet. She has to come since we have Taylor. I would say we're going to need some of the other obscure characters they didn't get around to the last time. Mego put them out. Lucius, remember him from the first movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
teenage. Okay. So now you want a teenage ape.
Teenage ape.
Yeah.
So how is Lucius going to look any different from Cornelius?
Well, he's going to be a little smaller, a little shorter.
See? So now I got to tool another body.
So
that's right. Well, hey, I mean, they asked the opinion.
Hey, this is just
the other thing I said last time I was on.
Wish list, right?
Is flock tapes.
Nova's waiting on the new body.
New female body.
Oh, that's a reveal right there.
Reveal.
Is it? Is it? Haven't we? Joel said we're doing a female body. Didn't he say that out loud?
Not yet, but
there's going to be lawyers knocking at your door any moment, Paul.
No. I just, it's a little more Goodfellas than that.
Yeah,
they'll just make me sit in the front seat.
Yeah, right.
And then they go, I thought he'd never stop talking.
I wondered why they sent me all the piano wire.
It's a video.
And they could probably redo the figures from the TV show. I think there's enough following from that to a few of those.
Yep.
The other thing the other thing we mentioned, of course, is we need the apes in the spacesuits from the
Aponauts.
Escape.
There you go.
And they must be designed by Pandora Taggart. Those costumes she did were just fabulous on the top.
They did look good. They do look good.
They do. Absolutely.
So now you're talking, apes in the spaceship. Now you're talking a helmet.
I just figured it out. Wait, I got to interrupt everybody. I just figured it out. Like, it's been bothering me. What does Jason remind me of? It's not just this time, but he looks like, what's the Next Generation episode where Will Riker is like all disheveled and he's on the bridge where they have the meme where it's fire at will and he's got that look on his face.
Nobody's doing a Thomas Riker for you. Actually, I look like Commander Argyle, the engineer from before Geordi got promoted. But I'll take a Thomas Riker.
But no, it was an episode where nobody was getting any REM sleep.
Okay, there you go.
And you're all looking,
That's all of us.
And Data had to take over.
I'm trying to do my best. Matt Decker? Right now.
There you go. Right.
Put Matt Decker on a peg in Target, okay?
Oh yeah. It will stay there forever.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Why does Kirk look all weird?"
Yeah, right. Yeah.
When are we going to get the Golden Years episode? Paul, where they all the deadly years.
Deadly years, yes. Trust me. Yeah, where Shatner kept his hair no matter what.
Yeah. Well, that did turn out to be true.
He grew more hair as he got older.
Yeah. How about that?
Amazingly.
It is, isn't it? Must be vitamins or something.
Once again, I could see that hanging on a peg.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
Generation McCoy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, with him going to space, put the Kirk figure in a spacesuit. Capitalize on his little space flight.
Yeah, right.
You mean the Tholian web?
There you go.
No, I'm talking about Shatner's going to space next month.
Right.
It's all about helmets today, Paul.
It is.
I think Shatner's going into space because he figures that that's where he can get away from Trekkies. He doesn't understand space is all Trekkies.
Yeah, he's going to be trapped with them.
Yeah, he's going to be trapped with them on a space station.
Unless you go to the Ticonderoga set tour and Shatner's there, then you're treated like an old friend.
There you go.
I had to get my plug in there.
Listen, seriously, if you guys, everybody who ever hears this, go to the original series set in Ticonderoga, New York. It's worth the trip.
Wow.
And we're
opening a next generation side of it,
I know, yeah. James told me about that when I visited. He was like, I'm going to be doing next generation too. And I'm like, oh man.
Very cool.
These are a replication of all the sets that were used in Stage 9 when they filmed the original series. I mean, you've got the bridge, the hallways, McCoy's sick bay, his office, the science labs, engineering, transporter room, Jeffrey's tube. I mean, and on and on and on.
I tell you, I spent a day there, and I could have spent a week there.
Wow.
Did you do what I do and cried as soon as you walked through the door and realized you were surrounded and you were actually on the ship?
No, because my kids were with me, so I had to be like, oh, this is very cool.
Keep your composure, right? Keep your composure.
But, I like this suggestion for Apes. Cornelius and Zira in their Beverly Hills shopping outfits.
Yes. Once again, I can see that on the pegs.
Yeah.
Afro Cornelius would sell.
Yeah,
that's a Tops deal, right?
Well, that's why you think
that was right there.
Look at that. See?
Yeah.
That's why that's why we did Zira, just so we could get to that.
That was not a reveal.
No, that was not. That was something I put together just for the heck of it. So yeah. But getting back to Apes, Dave, there were some cool suggestions there. How about we go around the horn? Just let's everybody, what's your favorite ape figure, Scott, all time?
Well, I mean, thanks for the warning.
That's a real hard question.
Hey, baby, it's TV.
I'll go first.
Get ready.
Hey, I'll go first. This is my all-time favorite.
Well, that's okay. Your favorite or what you want to see?
No, well, that's another question. All-time favorite currently.
Oh, all-time favorite currently?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, well, currently, I mean, it's tied with Brent and Mutant.
Okay.
I mean, those are dream figures. And listen, I'll just say it. I'll say it like other people are interpreting it. If Brent looks half as good as he does in those pictures, man, that's a game changer. That's up
Brent
in the ante.
Looks amazing. Yes,
no pressure there.
Up in the damn ante. No, I'm sorry, Paul.
Now I got to get the factory to do the paint app so it doesn't look like crap.
Yeah, right.
It's a great suit. It's Mutant Leader looks amazing. Someone asked earlier before you came on, Paul, about a mask for Mutant Leader.
We actually Andy Cavalt sculpted a Mendez head, but I'm not going to promise that we can do the removable mask until the factory actually makes one, because I'd rather put it on a later figure.
Right.
This way you can buy multiple mutants.
Right.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And do your whole cathedral scene.
Yep.
But if we put it out there as it's going to be a removable mask, like a cowl, like a Batman cowl, and then it comes out as a bobblehead.
Yeah.
So there's no point putting the pressure on, and I'd rather get that developed through the factory, and then have it working. Should work. But
And a big shout out to Andy for doing the sculpt on that mutant, because I mean it's just gorgeous. The one
Andy did the Brent too, right, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah. The Brent is
right.
Guy's a rock star.
Yeah.
Listen, we've got some great sculptors. Sean Sampson's awesome with monsters.
His work with monsters is just incredible.
But Andy Cavalt is my designated hitter.
Yeah,
He's the guy.
Oh,
And I don't
every
know,
genre, he's able to just nail those figures.
Yeah.
And Andy is now working digital too.
Oh,
Oh,
very cool.
really?
He's
Okay.
expanded his
Awesome.
repertoire to be digital. So the nice thing about digital is when you need something to be symmetrical.
Yeah.
Right.
My friend Joe used to go crazy because he said, "I swear, every guy Andy sculpts has a slight little, stroke look, like one side of the face is a little sagged." And I mentioned it to Andy, and he's like, "What? What?"
Yeah, but what real human face is totally symmetrical? To me, he gave the characters personality.
Right.
Humans are not. We're not symmetrical. In fact, with the 3D scans they do now, like Gentle Giant will go to an actor's house and 3D scan them. And the first thing is they're like, "We'll fix up, they see themselves actual," and they go, "Ew," and they want themselves tweaked to be more symmetrical. Apparently, the definition of beauty is symmetry, from what they tell me.
No wonder I'm so unbeautiful.
Yeah.
Unbeautiful.
Who knew?
Right. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Kevin. Kevin, how about you, man? What's your favorite all-time Apes figure, Mego figures?
Both of the generals. I thought, Urko and Ursus.
Three now. There's three now, right?
Yep. Just and even the new one.
Yeah.
The new one now falls right in line with them. So they're fantastic. But what'll be a little dangerous for me is if they start doing soldiers in different variations.
Yeah.
So
is it dangerous?
With the
build that army.
That can get a little dangerous for an army builder. As you know, with Action Jackson, it just got out of hand.
They're not real, Kevin. They're not going to take over.
Kevin, I know you guys. I know you guys have all got the maroon, the silver, the lizard skin. I will do as many different ape variations soldier apes as I can.
There you go. Definitely. Awesome. Very cool.
The only trick is where to put them.
Yeah.
Is that our problem or yours?
Yeah, right. That's everyone's problem, right?
Yeah.
That's Bruce. That's Joel's problem.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Dave. How about you, man? All-time favorite Mego ape.
I would say probably Caesar or the Genos would be mine. Caesar's a great figure.
He is, absolutely.
Because I liked how they differentiated him enough with the Cornelius figure. It could have came out almost looking the same, but they captured that character even though it was played by the same actor.
Right.
And that just churned out a duplicate of the original figure.
Yeah.
So,
I think
the Caesar figure is one of my favorite ones.
To your point, the paint app and stuff like that definitely brings out that character. You can definitely see it. Very cool. Brian, how about you, man?
I'm not going to be too original. On vintage, I would have to go with Urko because I had a whole bunch of them. And for the modern, I have to go with Caesar. I know it's just, it's a simple repaint, like Dave said, but it really works. It's a character I really wanted as a kid. I think I had a Caesar Jiggler as a kid that I had to use. And if you've ever tried to use a Jiggler as an action figure, it's
it was a mess. Yeah.
awful.
Right.
So that one really hit every button for me, and it's going to be hard to top. And on my wish list, I've got a couple of characters I would love to see. But I'm all in on apes, so it doesn't really matter. Cool. Yeah.
All right, Jason, how about you?
I'm going to go old school. Cornelius.
Okay.
The original, the modern.
Simple.
This is the figure to me that screams ape.
Very cool. Yeah.
We got Roberta here.
Hey, Roberta, how are you doing?
She's the one to answer the question.
Yeah. Hey. Welcome. All right, Paul, we'll move on to you. This might be maybe an easy question for you, maybe a hard question for you. What's your all-time favorite, apes figure?
Well, it's the one I haven't done yet.
Nice.
That's a good answer.
That is a very good answer. Intriguing answer. So what is that? What's that going to be? Can you tell us?
No, it's the one I haven't done. It's
I got you.
The Ursus, the new Ursus is awesome.
Yes.
But and the mutant leader looks great. But I look forward to digging deep into the ape repertoire to make an even better character.
Yeah, very cool. There's lots to choose from for sure. Over the Apes movies, TV show, hell, even the cartoon if you want to get that far. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it definitely would be. Roberta, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good to see you. We're just going around talking about apes, Mego apes. We were just asking everybody your favorite Mego apes figure so far, or of all time, whatever. Do you have a how about you?
The one that I'm seeing, really all of them look great, but I have to say the Tops, the Zera, love that.
There you go.
I actually started back watching the movies on HBO Max.
Okay.
So I got the last one last night, and you forget about all the good characters that's in there.
Yes, absolutely. There's so many to choose from.
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, my all-time favorite movie is Conquest. So, just me thinking through that, there's so many different characters that could be done,
Right.
So, but yeah.
I wish that they had the money. I wish that they had the writers, the everything that they had from the first movie to do the last two. And that would, I think it just would have,
Yeah.
The concepts of both of the last two movies, I thought, well, okay, wow, man, you got something here, but the execution to me was just like, Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean, the law of diminishing returns for sequels. They really couldn't spend.
They had no money. There was no money left in the budget. From what
I actually saw an interview with a couple different people. I forget what documentary it was, and they basically said the last two Apes movies were more like summer popcorn movies, more than like.
No, it's for kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show.
Well, the last movie, weren't they planning on doing that in like the deserted city, all destroyed by the nuclear bomb? Wasn't that the war was going to take place there, and they couldn't afford all that, so they just
right.
It's basically a matte painting.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. Yeah.
It's a really low budget.
Yes.
War. I mean, it is like 10 guys versus 20 guys.
Yeah, right.
It's a skirmish more than a war.
But you know what? It still holds a special place in my heart, man. And
I love battle.
Me too, man. Me too.
I think if there's any film that I would love to see figures from, Battle is one of the ones I really like. I would love to get a Severn Darden mutant.
Which general did Claude Akins play? He was
Aldo.
Was that in Battle? Or was that?
Yes, that was Battle.
He was one of my favorite characters in that movie. He was great.
That's what I think the second Mego General Ape was really based on.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That black face, and it's just all right. So have you guys seen the Soldier Ape?
That's what our reveal is going to be.
Oh, okay.
Is that a segue, Paul? What do you think, Scott?
I think
How long are you gonna babble?
Well, I'll tell you what time is it? Yeah, I guess we could.
Bunch of old men sitting around talking about their toys. Come on.
Let's not beat a dead ape.
I haven't even had.
We're getting an actual reveal today. Woo!
Why do you think I'm here, Jason?
Listen.
To keep us company, Paul. We love you.
Yeah, nothing like sitting around a bunch of old guys talking about toys. Sorry, Roberta.
That's okay.
You just got here.
I just got here.
You're a breath of fresh air to this.
Come on, you just described Mego meat every Sunday from now.
Everybody has beards now too. Except me.
I just want to thank. Listen, real quick.
I swear it's coming off.
Jason. I just wanted, yes, we're having reveals today, and I just wanted to thank you for sending those pictures over right before the broadcast. Anyway.
Whoa. Let's take a look.
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
Ooh. Okay, so this is going to be the new Soldier Ape. Now, let me make this.
So the dream come true.
That's nice.
Big in that.
The costume on this is just gorgeous. Great materials were used on this.
Wow.
And we'll do a full maximization.
There you go.
I think. Is it not working? There you go.
There you go.
Looks like he's looking up at something.
There you go.
So now let's see.
That head sculpt is awesome.
Every time I do this, it makes me very nervous. I don't want to get very nervous here. Don't look at my.
Oh, there's Scott's browser history.
Hey, what's that porn
I just made the same joke.
Don't you worry about
That's
it.
off the Senate computer.
There you go. Look at that.
So there is.
Oh, nice.
And check out the rifle he comes with. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
He got the
yeah.
actual rifle.
It's the ADAR rifle.
Very cool.
And he pops off that card nice. That's
It
great.
does. The purple, in the dark tunic looks great.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
fantastic new head sculpt.
Yeah, now is that a
This
new
thing's
sculpt?
gonna fly off
Is that
this
an
now.
Andy Koval sculpt?
No,
I'm gonna
it's not a new head sculpt.
let Paul talk to that
Is
one.
it? Was it what I think it is?
It is, Brian.
Okay.
It is the not helmet head. General Ape.
It's the actual.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Mego versus.
Wow, I thought wow, what a difference a little paint makes, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's cool.
I mean, I believe that Ursus is the helmet head. And Urko also has a helmet. So
Right.
we're not going to do Urko without a helmet.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe we can make it removable. That doesn't look like Mark Leonard's Urko.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's not Aldo.
Yeah.
So
He's just one of the background soldier apes.
And he's
Right.
been reduced in rank, so he's probably going to be really grumpy.
he's angry.
Yeah, right.
He's
Yeah.
an angry ape.
He's disgruntled.
I believe
That's
he
what
was
he looks
supposed
like
to
just
be
before
Norman
Taylor
Alden.
shot him.
Yeah.
So
He's got that surprised look.
yeah, he shouldn't.
Oh, I have a funny, but it's a little in-joke funny, Brian. It is just for you, pal, and I will tell you later on. It's all about Easter eggs. All about Easter eggs.
There you go.
But let me stop sharing the screen.
I'm digging the reuse of the original head for that one. I mean, to Brian's point, it looks way different just with the paint app. I mean, you know,
Oh yeah.
and I think it's cool that it's new and it's harkens back to vintage Mego too. So
Well,
nice job.
Don't want to like not use that head.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it didn't make sense as a general.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, that's fair. I'm all for new characters, and this is an interesting way of doing that.
It is.
And, yeah, that's great, man.
And it's a huge difference
Oh
The
yeah.
problem's going to be
from
trying to get the next
vintage.
soldier ape to have a different sculpt.
Okay.
Because they'll be like, well, we have one. Why don't we just use it again?
Yeah.
Because
Or
they notice. Because
maybe go
everybody
back
pays
to the
attention.
original. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. My problem with the original soldier ape is that head is actually very small.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's
It
not
is.
full.
Now
And
what?
it's not. I mean, we'll use it again. Trust me, it'll come out again. But
Yeah.
I'd like to, have a little time to play with it.
Gotcha. That's
Yeah,
very
you can-
cool.
We did that a little.
That definitely will be what they call a troop builder. I mean, I'm in for
He's
20.
he's the red shirt. Of
That-
it.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Absolutely.
And now, it's the purple that's screen accurate,
Yep.
and the bandoliers are actually in black or in brown.
Oh, whoa.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna be variant hunting.
Because that
Nice.
means you have to buy both.
What about the club, Paul? Are you going to add the disco? I mean, what I meant, the club.
Well, he's got an ADAR. He's got the ADAR rifle.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, do you have any? Is there any possibility for variants that
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, we'll give him the club.
Very cool.
That way his car won't get stolen.
So I know-
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's very cool. Looks great.
The only weird thing is the bandolier.
Yeah.
I already tooled the bandolier, years ago, along with a bunch of other parts.
Yep.
And yet the factory made a new one that's about 5% smaller.
Okay.
That I was kind of annoyed. I was like, wait a minute, whenever you already had this tool, you already had this tooled. Why did you tool it again? And they were like, oh, we didn't realize it. We just did it again.
So just be clear, what wave is this a part of?
14, right?
14.
See, that's why I've stopped thinking of them as like number waves. But I guess it's 13.
No,
14.
it'll be
14.
wave 14.
It's actually it's the target fall.
Batch, right?
line.
Batch 14.
Batch
Start
14.
fall.
Yeah,
Yep.
we don't. Yeah.
Paul,
We don't
question
really-
for you on that bandolier. Will you? Are you going just with? You're going to go with that bandolier, or are you going to have them replace it with your
Well, no, I mean these are shipped.
Gotcha.
And, you know, these are already out the door. So, you know,
So
in the future,
these
I'm going to
target
push for them to use the bandolier I did, which is slightly larger.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, this is another thing. The factory they send us pieces. You know, we get a lot of things as JPEGs, and it's you know, and then all of a sudden they put the figure on the card, and we're like, wait a minute, what's this? You
right.
know? The COVID's been very tough because we can't go to China. Otherwise, we would be at the factory during production.
Right.
And something like that, I would have said, well, wait a minute, why'd you do that? Why did you know?
If you do the averages, I think when it comes down to it, man, and speaking just as a consumer, we have a choice to buy it or not. It hasn't slowed me down because the fact of the matter is, I think the education is coming to also us as a consumer from you guys, from being so upfront and transparent about everything. I mean, you know, it's like, especially with what you're talking about now, we're understanding, you know.
Yep.
No, you're
if anyone's disappointed with this because of a bandolier, they're not a Post fan.
It looks great. It absolutely does look great.
Of course.
But I mean, to Scott's point, where else would you get this insight? You know, from what other toy company?
But see, you know, it's always the double-edged sword. If you show how the sausage is made, some people are like, wow, that's interesting. And some are like, oh my God, I've never eaten sausage.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, it's frustrating, you know, that you don't have total control, you know, but you're working with somebody on the other side of the world who's 12 hours ahead of you.
Right.
So, you know, for Joel, Bruce, and I are on email or Zoom calls till 1 a.m.
Yeah. You know what? Everybody out there, let that sink in, what Paul is telling you right now. Because, see, the thing is, we can get upset, we can complain, we can act like adults about it, we can act like babies, we can act any way that we behave when we see something like that. But at the end of the day, we go home at night. These guys own it. Mm-hmm. They live with it. This is like, you know, wow, look at your hairstyle at the prom. Well, you can't change it. You know, I mean, we don't have to look at that picture. That's not our memories.
Right.
But so if you think that, you know, next time you get upset about something, just saying anybody in general, think about these guys. You don't think they know it? You know, having said that, the figures that we saw, the Cavill Superman, the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, the LaForge and First Pair of Spock, those are fantastic, man. I don't know what. Okay, Wonder Woman's on the original Mego body, and it looks like Gal Gadot. It does. You know, sorry. You know, if you don't. I mean, if for those out there that's super critical over Mego Wonder Woman, it's a good one to me. You know.
Yeah.
But in the Cavill, I didn't expect Cavill to look like that. I was like, wow, look at that, man.
Yeah, the suit pops on both of them. I mean, yeah, they look good. They look really good.
Paul, you've been doing a good job. You really have. You know, I mean,
very good.
This is exceeded. I know it has to have exceeded even your expectations, because
are you kidding?
I mean, it's just like,
I sweat every flaw cuts me.
Yeah,
every error, you know, every time something doesn't look quite right, I'm just like, oh no, you know, you know, when you make this stuff, you focus on your mistakes.
Yeah,
right.
And there's going to be more flaws and more errors. I mean, it's human nature, and
right. I'll get the ice pick in the back of the head.
Right.
You know what? I wish we go ahead, Roberto.
No, I was just going to say that just shows that you really care about your customers, about this fan base here.
We're all the same guy,
right?
We're all fans,
and you don't have that with the other toy companies. I'm sorry, you don't have.
Me. I know Mezco and NECA, and you know. I've worked with Hasbro and Mattel. Everybody is in this business, not for the money, but for the love of it.
Right.
Yeah,
but you're the one that's out there talking to us. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe the other ones are, and I don't know that, but you're the one that I see that's out there talking to us.
You talk about Paul representing Mego, not just Paul. Like, in other words, like Joel somewhere on the beach right now. Which mimosas.
Mego's one of the few that gives you the official word on high for why decisions are sometimes made, you know, and
you're really getting a look
about things.
You're getting a look behind the curtain, and not many toy companies will give you that, you know.
And it's an unfiltered, uncensored look.
As I said about sausages.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, some people, when they hear about it, go, whoa, why can't you do this? They don't want to look behind the curtain. They want to come behind the curtain and start telling you how to do it. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, too many cooks. You know, it's like there's only so much. And I'm sorry, the answer sometimes is, sorry, it costs too much.
Yeah, true.
Do you want to pay? And we play around with, you know, well, what if we put out a $40 or $50 figure?
Yeah.
Look at the G.I. Joe figures. Hasbro. Look at them. They're beautiful.
There's
a lot more time. A lot more work went into those.
Yep.
A lot more stuff, and it's a higher price. And that's what you took. Look at NECA, $30, but you get more stuff.
Yeah.
So I read every comment on the boards, and I'm like, there's this trade-off. You know, do you want more stuff? Do you want better quality? Well, then you're paying more money.
Yep.
Yeah, all that extra stuff I tend to lose, so I'll take my Mego with maybe one.
Yeah, I never.
That's because you're an opener, Jason.
Historically,
Fisting, all that stuff, it doesn't do anything for me either. I'm really good with the one accessory.
Yeah, yeah.
When I went into Mego for the first time, so I went to the offices, they said, so what's the age group for these? 7? I said 45.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Like, you're not selling to children, you're selling to grown-ups.
Yeah.
Well, a 7-year-old has a credit card or a wallet with cash in it, you know?
We're also the #1 demographic for Star Wars merchandise.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
and that's a sad comment.
Well, I think that proves a really big point when you think about it. Just, you know, you mentioned Star Wars, you mentioned Mego in that same breath. That's how much of an impact it made on all of our lives as children growing up. You know what I mean? And we still bring that love and that passion to, you know, our adulthood for these figures. I mean, we just absolutely love them, and that's, you know, it's not a bad thing at all.
The scary thing is the toy business has changed radically.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Children don't really play with toys anymore.
No.
Yep.
They're all into electronics now.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, but what properties are
too,
kids
but-
today really in that aren't just a retread of yesterday's properties? I mean, it seems today there are so much things for kids to look at that I don't really see the big properties like we had as a kid, you know, Star Wars.
They're the same, really, Jason.
Heroes.
Yeah, it's all just repeats and rehashes now.
You know, I would counter that kids do play with toys. I mean, I had 2 kids myself. They just graduate to electronics a lot
earlier.
Than we do.
Right.
Like my kids were into Minecraft when they were like 8 or 9, you know, and then it went down. But they did love Lego, and you know, my son had a Hot Wheels phase, and definitely an action figure phase. Although he never liked anything in the Mego format.
Right.
You know, it was heartbreaking for me. But yeah, it does happen. It's just, I think it's just a childhood. That section of childhood is much shorter than it was like when we were kids.
I think it's a lot different than when we were kids. I mean, I don't see kids in the playgrounds anymore. I don't see them out in front of the house.
Well, they're on the playgrounds doing their little Pokemon Go.
It's. I mean, when school was out, we were looking for a pickup football game.
Yes.
A pickup football game.
Yep.
You know, who was going to this? I mean, my friend had the apes and the monsters. I had the superheroes and the knights and the western. So if you wanted to interact like that, I'd have to go to his house, and our friends would go there, or they would have to come to my house, and we go there, and it's just not like that anymore. You know, try and find a kid to go out into the street, to go to your friend's house with a bunch of other kids, and it's just not happening like that at 7, 8, 9 years old.
Not only that, but when I was a kid, and this goes really to Brad and Plaid Stallions and everything, is that we saw toys in different places. You would go with your parents to a drugstore and there'd be rack toys.
Yeah.
You would go with your parents to the supermarket and there would be figures there on pegs.
Yep.
And that got us introduced to them at 5 years old, not 15 years old. And now, I mean, I walked down to I was in Target and Walmart the other day, and of course, because of the pandemic, there's very little on the shelves. So, and you have to go to those stores only. So, I think that's why the introduction isn't there like it used to be.
There's also, you know, inventory management is now everything to these shops.
Yep.
It's all about turns. I've worked in retail for, I've worked in retail wholesale management, and you just won't see that wall of Star Wars figures like we had as a kid. Because these stores, these Targets and Walmarts especially, that is, everything is about turns.
Yep.
And you know, I understand people's frustration, but it's so weird to go to a business because every business wants to shove as much product into a retailer as they can. But unless they are doing it on consignment, it won't happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, complaining about, well, there was only 2 Dr. Zaius's at my Walmart. That's because Walmart wants those gone in 30 days.
Yep. Yeah.
And, you know, every Mego would love to put, I'm sure, 12 Dr. Zaius's in every Walmart, you know. I'm just speaking figuratively, but
figuratively, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I derailed Dave. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
no, but that's the big thing. I mean, I just think it is a whole different market. But I think as long as I love these things because they hit a quality for a price point. You know, for under $20 figure, and sometimes you get these for $14-15. That's astounding. Of that quality, it just, to me, it's the ultimate figure, because I'd rather pay $13 for something that is like a Mego than pay $40 or $30 for something that's like a NECA.
Yeah,
agreed.
NECA makes 8-inch cloth figure toys, and they're good, but I'm not sure they're $40 good or that much better than what we're seeing from Mego for $20.
Yeah, you're right, Dave.
I want something that if it falls off my shelf, doesn't bust apart, and I sit there going, I spent $40-50 on this.
You're right.
So, which is good because all my 14-inch Megos, they plunge every night, but they last. Wonder Woman here took a head off the shelf the other day. She's still going.
There you go.
So real quick,
but she's still there.
Hey, so real quick, we got we have a little segment, and we have a special guest coming in, and he's going to do his commentary, and today is going to be kind of wrapped in this episode. Without further ado, Reggie, you are on. Let's
Reggie,
a wrap of today's episode.
Hey, Reggie, what's up? How you doing?
Okay, before I do my commentary, I want to show you guys something that just came to me in the mail yesterday, all the way from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Family Channel.
It's not one of my gay dolls. Calm down.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
This
my
is
favorite
this
movie
the
as a
Harry
kid.
Move from the Disney's the Black Hole.
Nice.
Yes. And he
Everyone
is fierce.
needs an Ernest Borgnine in their life.
Yes, he's one of my first vintage 12-inch Mego.
Nice.
That goes great with all my Megos, including my 12-inch my 13-inch Boba Fett large size action figure who's over there on my dresser. Right. Yeah, but he's looking good in excellent condition.
Very cool.
Now, if you would have asked me what is my favorite apes,
go ahead, Reggie. Tell us.
Of course, it would be Caesar. It would be Caesar, and Caesar and Galen.
Okay.
The original Galen, which I have, but can't go wrong with father and son.
Yeah, right.
Here's the father. Yeah, here's the father. Wait a minute. No. Here's the father and the son.
Very cool.
You know, so they go great together. What I would say about the Planet of the Apes figures, all of them, all the characters in the Planet of the Apes will go great with any of the Megos and even my FTC figures and even my FTC figures, my gay dolls, and everybody in my collection, including the crown jewel of my collection, my special polar bear, my concept piano special toy polar bear, who's not well, you see the picture on my page. But the Planet of the Apes figures would go great with any choice, even Playmobil figures. And what figures I would like to see from this series? Probably the animated series.
Okay.
More the animated series, more of the from the other films. The mutants are wonderful, and I do love the Soldier Ape figure. I do love that one. He's fierce.
Nice.
He's really well done, well taken care of, well made. I mean, beautifully. So I would also like to see even Zera and Cornelius dressed in their regular suits. In regular dressed in regular suits and
gotcha, from Escape.
Right? Other outfits and all of that.
Yep.
But the Planet of the Apes has always been a great series, both vintage and the new ones are adding a new touch to the new series.
Yes.
And going great with all toy everywhere. So it's wonderful to have them. I hope to see more Planet of the Apes. And of course, I'm there going to go great with my comets when Mego getting ready to start making my comets.
There you go.
Into the 2-pack set.
Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, so I can further gay up my my collection, because I gave my collection up like body's business. You know how I do. Okay,
I love you, Reggie.
My toy polar bears. You know how I do. That's why you see my gay flag in the back there.
Yep.
So,
yep.
That's a picture of my Billy Gay doll on that poster. So yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, the Planet of the Apes will go great with any Mego figure, be it Star Wars, be it not Star Wars, be it Star Trek.
There you go.
Be it the monsters, the classic, the world's greatest super knights, whatever. Even the superheroes, they go great, period. So I definitely look forward to seeing more happen.
Awesome.
And I definitely seeing more coming about, along with my comets. Very soon, whenever it would be, whatever wave they come in. I'm looking forward to them. Oh, that Age Soldier Ape is excellent going on.
It looks great. So
Harry Booth also came with my here he is here. This is my Cowboy Austin Briar from the Briar toy series, my Cowboy Austin cowboy figure. Right,
Very
he's
cool.
a rider doll from Briar, and he came with and I ordered him with my Harry Booth figure on Mego, on eBay at a very good price, and I'm pleased with my eBay purchase on that one.
There you go.
So I'm looking forward to seeing more new A figures and all the new Mego figures coming out, which including my comets from my comets. And Garrick and Victoria and all the new
I'm praying for those too, Reggie.
There you go, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Reggie,
take care.
Have a great Sunday, Reggie.
Have a great rest of your Sunday, Reggie.
And I look forward to seeing you guys again.
All right.
Whenever you have me on the panel, you know what to do, Scott. But other than that, take care. Well, Frank already knows what to do when my comet is going to be made into 8-inch action figures.
I got you. Whenever that day comes, I got you penciled in, man. No worries.
There you go.
You know I don't play.
I got
you. Take care. Love you.
All right, man.
Bye.
Take it easy.
That was Reggie. He had his.
He's right though. I can't tell you how many times the apes used to store my Star Trek playset as a kid.
Always used to do that. Always. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
So
all right.
That's pretty much that. That brings us to the top of the hour. But
okay.
I I'm not going to do anything until I think either we lost Paul or he's possibly.
Oh my God! He wasn't kidding
out
earlier when he said they were coming for him.
He went for breakfast.
Yeah, he
went to breakfast.
boogied on out and didn't sign out.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh my God, he's still alive.
All right, Scott, do you want to just go around the horn and start with closing remarks?
Well, let's get Paul back situated. Yeah, let's start off with Dave, and we'll just kind of run it that way. David, out of
so you make me follow Reginald.
We can throw it on Kevin now.
No, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I love the Planet of the Apes stuff. I'm going to be excited to see what comes from that. I love that we got those 2 top exclusives. Sure, I would love a bomb altar worship playset, but hey, can't have everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what's coming up, and I want to see more Planet of the Apes. Bring them on.
Awesome.
Star Trek, man, I'm there for you.
Very cool.
Kevin?
Yeah, listen, everything just, at this point, everything just blows you away whenever you see something new coming in. You know, tomorrow we're getting ready for another #Mego Monday.
Yes.
So stuff should be shipping soon for the Joe figures. They said fall. We're in October. So that should be coming soon. That's going to be great to get in the mail. Knowing that these figures now are 4 releases from Target, that's going to be some fun now. Searching the Targets again for the soldier and for the superheroes. So lots of great stuff.
Absolutely.
And I always forget to say this every week. Don't be intimidated by Jason's photos, guys. Post your stuff. Take your stuff out of your packages. The best way to get the stuff out there is take them, post them. Who cares where you are? You're at work, you got it on the table.
Some folks do that.
And they're beautiful pictures. Take them outside in the yard. Take them on the train with you, public transportation. Take photos of these things, man. Have fun with it. That's how you spread the word with this stuff.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
You know, that's a great point. Jason, why don't you go ahead?
First, I want to thank Kevin and Dave and Brian, Roberta, and Paul. Thank you for being on the show today. You guys make this fun. You're definitely going to want to tune in on Monday to Tops, though, because I'm telling you, no one is going to guess what's coming, and it's going to blow your minds. It's awesome.
It's going to blow my pocketbook. Never mind mine.
Okay.
That too.
Well, they really went outside the box this time, and I think it's really going to surprise people. You're going to love this.
Very cool.
Roberta?
Great. Well, I always have something to look forward to on Mondays now at work, right in the midpoint, going on to Tops and everything. I love this and everything. I really appreciate you guys including me on this. You guys are actually bringing me back to the kids and everything, because now I'm re-looking at the Planet of the Apes movies and all those other stuff. So that's like really good. I think with a new female body, maybe we can get a Nova to go with our Taylor, possibly. And hey, what about the mummified Stewart? You know, I mean, it's something different. Granted, she wasn't in there very long in the first movie. But.
Yeah, very cool.
So there's 3 heavy hitters left. Frank, just in case you have something to promo, I'm actually because I guess I don't know if Frank's pushing anything. Brian, you want to give your final thoughts, but I do want to say before you even speak, if you guys, if you're not hip to Toy Ventures, this is where it's at. It's from front to back. It's I can't describe how great it is. And Brian's
been out of the toy community.
Yes.
Brian's been out doing
Brian's
been out doing himself every week or every issue with.
I'm not doing it alone, but thanks. Yeah.
With the new rack toy. Yep. Awesome.
Right, with little things included. Brian?
I really wasn't actually planning on being here today, which was nice that I could make it. No, it worked out. I had company. But
we love that you came, pal.
Yeah, no, I picked a good day because there was lots to talk about, lots of new stuff, and that was neat. And yeah, I'm in a really good place with this stuff. I'm excited for a lot of it. I love talking apes, so this was great. Yeah. I'm really glad I came. I am working on another project that I hope to get out for Christmas. It's another book project, and look for an announcement probably in the next 30 days. That's I've been sitting here patiently converting photos to CMYK while we talked.
So this is how you're able to do it. You're working on multi things at once. My God, man.
Yeah, but not doing any of them well.
I beg to differ, but
so we got two personalities left. We got Paul and Frank. Which one wants to
I'll go. Let Paul close it out. I'll go. Hey, I first I want to thank everybody on the panel for joining us. You know, everybody here, Reggie. Thank you guys for taking time out of your Sunday. I want to thank everybody in the audience who tuned in today. Again, you know, I know everybody's busy with schedules and, you know, it's football season and that sort of thing. But again, thank you for joining us today. We do greatly appreciate everybody coming on and watching. Like Scott said earlier on that YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. We definitely appreciate that. Make sure you're following Mego Corp on all their social media channels. We've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, we've got Twitter. So please check us out. Just to kind of give a quick update on where I'm at. So waiting on Shazam to arrive. All of my Wave 13 orders will be completed and shipped out by the end of this coming week, unless we've talked about holding things with Shazam's arrival. I'll be starting Wave 14 orders in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, be on the lookout for some messages from me. Just, you know, great things coming. Still great things coming. Just keep an eye. If you guys haven't ordered your Joe sets yet, they're still available. Get them while you can. Brent and the Mutant, last call on those. Just make sure if you guys are interested, grab them. Get prepared for tomorrow. You're going to get blown away with the top releases. So just stay tuned on that. What else can I say? Make mine Mego.
Excellent. Paul, final thoughts. Oh, I'm sorry. God bless.
We lost him. Lost audio.
No, we did. That's my fault. When he was. Go ahead, Paul. Final thoughts.
I don't know. I don't have a final thought. I just keep going.
There you go. Going
never
going.
stop. Somebody, I saw a thing about play sets. They're being worked on. You'll hear about when this show.
Whoa! Another reveal.
Whoa!
See, now I get in trouble for this, you know. Now I'm like,
what you saying? There's your big reveal for the day, kids.
Nova and play sets? What?
Yeah, Nova will come with a voice chip. She only says one word. Ta-da!
Yeah.
That's the only word. Yeah.
Now I have to get another job.
How can we can't follow up with anything? We can't follow that up with anything else, Pall.
I guess
that's a mic drop. Just walk away.
We read every comment. We read nasty and nice, you know. Just be groovy, you know.
There you go. Be groovy.
You know, this idea that, you know, like, well, maybe it's looking for the money. Yeah, every business wants money, okay? Right? It's not a charity. Well, you guys should do this. You guys should do this. You guys should. You should see the lists we get.
And that's just my list. That's just my list.
Yeah. Everybody's got a list. Everybody. You know, the buyer at Walmart has a list too.
That's good though. That's cool.
Some of which we go, that's not possible. You know?
Right.
You know, and it's like, you know, you can't do. Yeah, whatever that. I could see what that is. You know? But,
yeah.
But you know. It's got to be a mix of what. It's not just is it cool, will it sell, and where will it sell?
Yep.
You know, they're like, well, how come Morph with the tops?
It's a balancing act. It really is.
Frankly, because I gotta have when tops just started 6 weeks ago, you gotta have good stuff in there.
That's figured you were launching with a few winners.
Notice if I put, you know, if I put, sorry, Dave Nichols. If I put Trelane on tops the first week, the tops people would be like, what are you doing? Sabotaging this? Who the hell is this? You know?
Yeah, right.
You know, you have to, some stuff, it's constantly looking at what should go where and what version, you know. Worf had 3 versions on Next Gen. Well, you know, and Deep Space Nine. So, you know, if you missed, if you missed something on tops, I can't say that we're going to do it again, but we might do a variation of it. You know?
Well, the one that Topps had, remember that hairstyle was only used for a season or two. So I mean, there were several seasons of that costume with a different hairstyle.
Yeah,
I got to do a new sculpt again, and they go, "What do you have to do to sculpt? We did him already." Well, he looks different.
he's
You
different.
should have seen the fight I had. Why can't we just use the regular Spock for Wrath of Khan? I go, because it's been 30 years or 20 years or 15
Right.
years, whatever, 15 years.
Yep.
I was like, they aged. Well, we can't just use the same Kirk? No. They know.
Oh, you got more hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I said
Yeah,
Shatner had a
exactly.
new toupee. That was actually the deciding argument.
Yeah,
No, we can't use it because Shatner got a different tube.
very cool.
And it was
TJ
like,
Hooker
oh, okay,
years.
I guess we had to do sculpts then.
Yeah.
So I'm always, the toy business is always a balancing act of cool and new against how many are you going to sell.
Yep.
So anyhow,
so I
pretty
got.
soon I'm going to start, rambling on like an old man.
That's right. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I do have a few things to say. I just took some notes for the people that are doing the Topps things. So far, it's worked out for a lot of people. If I'm even going to do it tomorrow, and these are figures that I want. I'm actually waiting. Eastern Standard Time is where I live, so I'm going to wait till around 10 a.m. and just start refreshing the page. And the reason why I'm going to do this because I'm going to order the last week's with this week's at the same time. You save a little bit money in shipping, and it's so far I think it's been working out. Now, I might take a chance and I'll miss them, yeah, but it's worked in the past and it's worked for several other people. About Jason's picks. He's a professional photographer, guys. So yes, everything that he takes is going to look professional, but that doesn't mean we don't want to you guys to show your picks. I mean, good.
We want everyone to show their picks.
Yep.
Right.
I comment and like pretty much most of the pictures people take of their Megos because they're gorgeous.
Good or bad, we want to. It's just it's part of the fun. Don't not partake in the fun. Because of just for whatever reason. The other thing is real quick. I mean, these guys come out and they try to be open. They try to be honest. They try to tell you everything. I mean, you don't have to like this stuff. You don't. But if you just kind of move on. But like for those that like to joke around and stuff like that, I'm glad. I found one today. He's gone. It's just that simple. It's these guys. It is a business, but it's also our for some of us our hobby, and it's something we grew up with, and just try to remember that when commenting and in kind, your responses will or your replies to your comments will also be dealt with in kind. And that's pretty much it, man. I think we had some good reveals.
Yes, absolutely.
We have things to look forward to. Target's going to pick up again. Thanks to Paul, Brian, Dave, Roberta, Jason, of course, and Frank. And that's it, man. I think we should check out while we can. But do me a favor, Frank.
Yes.
You guys, even though we're going to get off camera, I'm going to stop streaming. Hang on for a second. There's something I want to tell you guys. And 1, 2, 3, show over.